So, as of tonight of AEW Dynamite, so as of it was really good tonight of AEW Dynamite. So, if you watch this AEW Dynamite tonight, so you can get this. So, if you want this T-shirt is on sale. I've been going so making that make Cody Rhodes T-shirt on merchandise. Is on shop WWE.com. You can get this merchandise on sale. And I got this so making that mute T-shirt like that. So anyone can check out my second channel. And I will do posting sometime this week. So I wanted to post on a new channel. My second channel reviews on this coming Sunday. I'm gonna do that on Sunday. I'm gonna be posting more videos for you guys sometime this week. So we're gonna get one enough application below on my YouTube. My enough application below. We get 2 separate ways and so much more. So let's get a breakdown of tonight's of AEW Dynamite. So AEW was really good. So I'm going with AEW. I'm going with 8 without 7. It was okay. So I'm going with 8 without 7 on for tonight's Dynamite. It was a really good show. So let's go live right here. Starts right now. So here's a first off. Let me get this off of first one. So we have in next match we have AEW Men's World Championship. We'll be all aligned. We have Matthew Siggy Freeman, MCF, taking on against Kevin Knight. So, a last time info absence of Kevin Knight has been undefeated Minnesota on Dynamite on 25th. And MCF has a squabble defending the AEW Men's World Championship against Boy King at Grand Slam Australia on 14th. Actor of MCF has walked into this match was overconfident, but Iron Heat quickly to criticize. Iron Heat was in trouble against the Fast and lost to Kevin Knight. I have said for true, said the painful. The also painful of offense also the salt also the off, and was lead to him was out with a wild springboard of cross lines. So there was a two set of rule was heading to this commercial break. Was it for the first time? After when they returned to Kevin Knight has jumped over MCF and moonsault off to the barricade. So I wasn't on to him to set up the UFO's blast, and so the soul of the earth has tripped him to evolve it a coast, coast to coast drop kick and set up a scaffold UFO's blast in, but MCF, not referee, placed with the ball into the ropes to cause a slow count. So, I just said went for the old UFO's blast, but said the so also the off got his knees up and followed by the he sniggled to the wind and to retain his goal. So also afterward, MCF tossed with the ball out to the wing of it was inflated Kevin Knight, and it was like him and Adam Page has arrived to distracted so also the off with a roundhouse from Speedball Mike Bailey, where this match was coldly brought to give Kevin Knight in a hang spotlight. At the end, he made the most of it. He pushed the piece to keep MCF off his game into out, and there was no drama to this results, as AJ was never going to. So we had a reason of a main event either weeks of Bill it still worked. After the referee has bumped to slow count, as it was a cunning way to assert that Kevin Knight almost beat himself when the real assert was not how Kevin Knight to a level in the spotlight and his ability to not only to a level in real high flying asses, but also continue to feel that this damage under of this long title bout made to clear that the set is ready for a massive singles title run. So, in the winner of this match is MCF. So, it's bringing to Scotty Ball to call for the all-inclusive video recap to clinically to start the night. I wasn't ready to end this awkward to toss no easy to start the show. I just said the crowd accepted the suspended a dramatic but suing for MCF and bullying Kevin Knight was even doing so using the set one and over the crowd. So I wasn't over the course of this match, and so the sort of the off has claimed to teach Kevin Knight how to wrestle only to be crankily to overwhelm by the set sounds of after of MCF when after his ribs and of Kevin Knight only inside the set the soul that just easily closely afterward by certainly his little high flying moves has painful for him. So here's the next match. So we have Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy taking on against Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors. So last time in Full Athens, Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors lost to Orange Cassidy and Tomohiro Ibushi on Dynamite on 18th, and this was the first time since Blood and Guts on Dynamite on Blood and Guts. It was on November 12th. Wasn't that Orange Cassidy and WN to team? So, wasn't April has started doing this entrance in this match of Clark Connors to spread to Orange Cassidy into the timekeeper era, the starting this match off to versus Squeeze was cleared by Dodgers and made the save running over the Road Dogs with the fast piece to lift the style Flair and WN ran out to Clark Connors, married the Stone Dog, and made it into a trail DDT by Orange Cassidy after the Daredevil took out the Road Dogs at ringside with a common drop. If the Squeeze caught the 100 proof with Orange Cassidy's punch to win. So this was afterward. It was the Japan star Dave Finley has arrived to lay out above Orange Cassidy and WN with a silk legs and adding an old war dog to this fight. I just for how much AEW had built to this tag team division match, and this was somewhat last year set of war dogs, and they still continue to struggle to get a unit win for all the devil and for the Squeeze. I just the arrival has of Dave Finley. We hope to has he in Game Kid. According to be a both tweet has highly dangerous singles top star. Going forward, I just a big surprise return as a Colonel Plants with a big boom band to this story. It may just tell assessment he has not compared in AEW ring since of last year, back in 2022. So wasn't it seemed more likely he will follow his brother and his father to WWE. So after instead of AEW has brought in a big and disciplined pro wrestling name that mostly will be working a discounted deal, has contract with AEW and disciplined is married to Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors. So in the winner on this match, Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin. So speaking to Tony Khan, CEO, Vice President Tony Khan, did code to announce that we have all three Road Dogs all now to all elite on July if a deal has walked out on a face-to-face at backstage with Bandito for a call and showing no respect to his reanimation dinosaur. After the Young Bucks and FTR to discuss their reanimation match and backstage with Renee Paquette. It was before Dax Howard punched out Brandon Cottrell. So here's the next match. So we have the Brawling Bulls taking on against the Average Bullets. So our last time in for Athens, the Brawling Bulls, Simi Hill, and Alex Winslow has undefeated CYPSY, Mac, and Trey was me on the collision on 28th, and this it was on TV debut. After us the Alice Lawrence, Gusset Lee, and Jessica Sassy McKay, so Alice Lawrence did not take the bowling balls seriously, as soon as it quickly got went over Simi Hill and Alex Winslow, who finished the match with 2 balls and 1 stone, and this was not a super exciting match. But it was the right to about bookings for all involved, and Ceci McKay and Cassie Lee are an entertaining trio, but we're not going to come into AEW, and wasn't normally told their way around. So I didn't just lose. It says the standard in the women's top division. So as opponents we need to found to see to compete against the best in the AEW women's top division. I think. After the bowling balls, meanwhile, already look ready to sign for the women's world tag team championship is coming soon. So, in the middle of this match, Simi Hill and Alex Winslow. So, idea of AEW has aired the Alice Boys at backstage inducing before their match. After the Alice Boys came out today with Dean, as you can see by Holly Cameron of Kathleen and Sassy McKay wanted to keep David Dean song, but until Simi Hill and Alice Winslow started the fight. So I like this Kathleen and Sassy McKay has been dancing all the time. So here's the next match. So we have the Cowboy, him and Adam Page. Here we go, 1-on-1 against Marty Snow. So our last time in full absence of the Cowboy, him and Adam Page, alongside with Say Speed, was go to undefeated the World Trios Championship against the Demon on the collision on 24th. This was Marty Snow has made an AEW debut. So by that, so Marty Snow has made his debut tonight. The Cowboy did not laying out Marty Snow, maybe quick box shot, but wasn't too it would win with seconds. In the actual Heyman call out, it was MCF who arrived. Leslie has a strategy big surprise attack from Cassius Okada, the photo stroke, Cody Fossil, and Mark Davis. Into a speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight to slide to make the save to Don Cass arrived to announce that photo stroke, Cody Fossil, Cassius Okada, and Mark Davis were taken inside as the World Trios Championship is in the main event. And this squashes match was a simple, easy way to give the Cowboy a win on his record. It was not totally neat, but it was over quick. After the post-match was a big surprise to spice up the show that already had plenty on the main card. It is nice to see the World Trio Championships has undefeated, but on a piece of paper, and this was in the odd time for that match. So, after a safe speed had Jesus set a family with a title opportunity on a collision, but with some modestly against Way, his skill in particular against Roger Wilson, the still answer, and this could have one ready for next week. I just a party of this announcement will be demanded by how the main event goes, and it is too early for set radio to lose a goal, but it just could put even more on the line into growing the rivals against Cat's family to like rivalries for months. And those two have been morning stables have carried the trio division. Maybe it would make sense to completely take all the competition around the goal. So, in the winner of this match, Heyman and Page. After of Tony Schiavone spotted that this might be fastest match in AEW history, and Kevin Knight came out with both of his ribs from the open water, the cowboy watch. But he was sleeping after the sneak attack on his ankle on his foot, I think. So here's the next match. We have a Continental 7-Sip Inventors match. We have some Moxley. Here we go, 1-on-1 against Ray, his kill. I lost him in Athens. So Moxley has undefeated Air Cologne on Dynamite, February 25th, and his kill lost to Mark Briscoe was a TNT 7-Sip on a collision on September 10th. Anyway, his skill went Moxley into knots throughout the fight, was trying to fake forward a submission hold, but the champion was refused to quit. And Moxley wanted to respond with power. He was hitting a King Kong to set up a opponent shift and make his skill cutting into spotty body, sizzle, and for a near fall, Mississippi has flipped off when his skill engine to stomp him out, to followed by the sip to the win. This was a strong content saving sip, measure snaps from Mosley. He makes it imminent look like it will. Flat. The sparking was it for 10 minutes. After a few of this match, and while it was unlikely that Mississippi would lose, ahead of his match with Koski decided that the match was booked, and it was just enough hitting to suit the possible upset before Samasi shut him down. So, in the middle of this match, Son Moxley acted a way his skill came out to a new deep ahead of his match. It would make it take some gimmick moves to the slight things, but it is a good song. So, after Moxley delivered a follow-up a message to Koski Society afterward was to just camera he was causing the offer to arrive is to stare down his dinosaur, said that Wallace spoke afterward at backstage. And Danny Garcia calls the family has stupid. And ended up with Hula revealed is his bald head on his hair like that. I did without fail. It wasn't did promise wasn't for to start at we adolescent before 1 week. So after a sports statement sort out Boy King. So after a Boy King has arrived to call out sports statement, Impress Naya has arrived but the most dangerous man to attack. So how of hell from behind, and he sorted out a hang king with agent of sports secret around on his saying to enact in before 17 when King re-animation the science ordeal was late to make a save. And this was a strong focus entire assessment the sales was taken against Boy King. The re-animation science was spent by the two made the most of the time to build heating up. And it also saw how Phil, the most dangerous man, has just cut into his hair fully alongside to press Nile, and there was no transit from was taken. After us was taken to remind the Boy King that he will not be the fourth man, and he hanged in Los Angeles, and then got the perfect angle was the re-animation decided with the re-animation posture is the song between Boy King and was taken. So wasn't any pre-tape interviews has circled Sad Perry, and Legacy both agreed it was almost time going to end their war. Actor of Tommaso Ciampa spoke with Renee Paquette at the ringside about his TNT championship prostitute until FTO has arrived to keep the Episcopal Kettle, who said after he said he was not friends with Dax, Howard or Cass Whittle. So instead of Dax Howard Matt, and he said, me and you, obviously on this Saturday on AJ on Inclusion. So here's the next match. We have AEW Women's World Championship. Maybe all aligned. We have the sponsor Toxic Takeover goes 1-on-1 against Thunder Rosa. Our last time in full Athens, Thunder Rosa alongside to Chris Jericho on defeat the sister of the sun on the closing on 28 and Takeover on defeating Chris Jericho in a distract match. To the win the AEW Women's World Championship on Dynamite on February 11th. So, Thunder Rosa walked into his match with body around her neck and Taker struck as it above lines. After a while, they paused the fight on the tosses bottle with her down even so she not to win after her first sponsor block spell. So also into Thunder Rosa nearly made her pay for that with a Thunder follow driver was the best therefore also a night. Into it was Taker caught an A with an hour spell to followed by a stomp to the win. And Thunder Rosa looked like a women in her second match. And he was back after a long, easily hostage, but that did not stop Taylor from living a powerful story in her first charge events. Anderson and even asks at times to help the drama as the charges bottle, concerning her events of her sounded and you see Emerald got to Cookie and last her gold, but Liberty Ticklet wasn't allowed her to do even more, past Davis to Rosa's neck. Antibiotics are going to end. It was clear that the full story had rushed into this match in order to question the understood the path of the chocolate tickler, and they were able to this stipulation they get taken against Chris Stenninger again will be most was in his full absence. So in the middle of this match, Taker won the match. The opponent was a rival with a new team for a world title opportunity. This is a strong song, but it wasn't just given how long. If it wasn't useful, those to Christianity was late to make a save for Rosa address at the match, learning to take her to hit or stomp on the neck of. So this is as our main event. So we have one trios championship will be on a line. We have set radio against the John Kai's family. After out last time in Athens, the Cowboy, him and Adam Pace came in night and speak up Mike Bailey, defends the demon to retain. So World Trio Championship on the closing on 24th. This was the first time to cast the Carter Fossil, and Mark Davis had team has a trios. The set video, the Strauss ball, and only in this match, going by the John Kyle family. Images lead to a faster piece with anyone fought through the first half of this match, but once it's an Athens claim, it was people Mike Bailey knock out both Mark Davis and Cassius Akata and then tagging in the Cowboy plate. Then I also Mark Davis plate near fall, broken up by Carter Fossil. So let me see where I'm at. Hold on guys, hold on. Okay. Once it after Heyman caught Mark Davis with a backside, he tagged in Kevin Knight and MCF caught the Cowboy with it on Dynamite down in the ring, and MCF to knock the Cowboy him out and Pace out on just at the wing apron. So after insert a Waymaker ran out to set Mary a Waymaker, and just insert the stage for Mark Davis to hit. So awful while on Kevin Knight to set the win in title things to close to the program. And this talent match was set up in a classic scene inside the match that followed lived up to that classic energy. The whole match was non-stop asses and lead to somewhat just surprising title scenes. Just only into the title one and set radio. It may be the best move to get the more trios 7 sets off the set radio who had adjacent since winning set the goal. I just said Cowboy can solely focus on MCF. Is that he didn't miss more 7 sets a while to set speed goes after singles goal. Also, however, Akata and Fossil are also know now the double champions with their chances. Also, in some no free the Bear Wolves War is news has AEW possibly involved set the championship or Haley to graduate also the same top stars. Instead, there is in slight issues for AEW to address. As it their personal was in the moment, this was a great match. I wasn't in it a while amazing to finish to at a Dynamite that needed it. This is a Mrs. Mark and a winner on this match. Mark Davis casts a kata in color fossil. After this started after the 2 hour mark, just got about at multiple times, and just will go as long it has it needed. And Don Callis showing in commentary, it was not having wrestled a hot and Johnson offset the champions. It was sparkling cool to see Mark Davis highlight Mr. Painful in just camera focus since he was the only non-champion of his team 40 minutes at the goal. So it was an overworld show. So this was from last week's show, was very basic and going to reanimation the next week's show. I wasn't giving off. It was like WCW 912. Anything could happen at any time. It's broken down to the strengths. And this was the kind of dynamite that is not forgotten on a night with 2 wartime matches to be announced. It was a sword world championship that Caesar's hands instead. It just like Don Callis' family continues to cause power with the heels of winning every man's division in AEW. And luckily, Don Callis has not recruited in any women's yet to go after, I say, Renata Gill and Harley Cameron. So, I was in a midnight for Dynamite, but the highs to scoring outweighs so allows to limit the criticize. So was it a you? So from AEW. So idea of AEW has gone on its body to a drill in attendance and this kind of bookings to attendees that didn't have minute closely. So it was really good show tonight. I really loved it. So let me see our notes for tonight. Let me see. Alright, speaking to CEO, Vice President Tony Khan, he is out 41 minutes, and he said, "Thank you all watching on Wednesday night on hashtag AEW Dynamite tonight on TBS Network, Wrestle HBO Max, says right now." So, we can talk about that one next. AEW reanimation. So, Scarlet by Glow wants to hold championship gold. So, yes, Arthur's hold. So, there's more to announce from next Wednesday night. I think was what is It's all about having it generate ID prospects be here on next Wednesday. So let me see a couple things here. So let me show you guys about Scarlett Bordeaux has a whole women's gold champion. So let me look it up quick. Hold on. So let me look Scarlett Bordeaux's Twitter. So his Kenneth Cross and her wife Scarlett Bordeaux won new titles. So those two won the gold champions. Has Kenneth Cross won the gold as champion, and Scarlett Bordeaux won her fourth women's champion. Had just gold as well. So let me see. I haven't watched a new wrestling just yet. I will let you guys know any more news come out this week. I will let you guys in front of listen. You can drop my below right here on my screen. So let me see. Hold on. Let me see a few more games here. So, okay, so Tony Khan been tweeted out 4 hours a while ago on Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite. I'll see you tonight. I think that AEW is on Channel 1. I think that AEW on TV is on a roll now. And as you're all excited to Dynamite last Wednesday night, I will see you guys in great all inclusive on this Saturday. It's starting soon. It starts on this coming Saturday. So this is her pistol of this is her name is Nikki Blackheart. Her mother just passed away. So as you read this pistol, looks like her mother under her father's or her siblings said gold. They just didn't reach out. Then her mother passed away. So I think I would see if Dave Frederick was to bring over to a contract with Jenny Lee to start with NXT. It was an 8-level contract and not a main roster level contract has a results, and he agreed to a discounted deal with AJ Wilson last week. Speaking to Corey Hayes of BodySlam.net. So let me see something more to announce for this week. Oh yeah, NXT's Gender Level to announce on St. Louis, taking place on Saturday, April 4th. And if you want to visit my YouTube.com, you can check out my channel every single week. So this was to announce of NXT's Gender Level will be taking place on April 4th. So they'll be coming in St. Louis. So I might buy me a ticket for I'm going to St. Louis to watch NXT Gender Level. So when I posted this tweet a while ago, when I posted that tweet, so his did Hassan and basically and Punk, you know. So his basically CM Punk and then Hassan with Sweet and Ghetto was just for a suit. I like Ed Hassan. He was a great pro wrestler, I think. So, do you think Ed Hassan could be in the Hall of Fame this year? So, what do you guys think of Ed Hassan? So, let me know my last comment. So, what do you think about Ed Hassan might be the Hall of Fame this year? So, what do you guys think? So, isn't it new match is coming on? Just coming on tomorrow night on Thursday night. Ring of Honor Club Wrestling. It'll be on YouTube channel. I seen that part of that when I saw that. I see Garcia, an anticipated wrestler. I think he is. So let me see. So I anticipated top star today at Dynamite tonight. Jay Freddy has debuted on AEW Dynamite tonight. So let me see. What it turns out was wrong about him turning up in WWE. So how do you feel about that? So what do you guys think? So I wasn't did nothing in Japan it will do the same in AEW. Same thing. I wasn't did you what do you think he will sue WWE and his dad probably told him, don't come to WWE, you regret it. I never seen this guy, and I don't think that his fans did. So, I want to know what's going on. So, let me see. I didn't you heard of him. So, what do you think? I was thinking about Jeremy fans claim and didn't get his top talent. I don't even know who 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 he is. So I don't know. So he was an All Japan Wrestling as a pro wrestler. So that's crazy. So I think so so next Wednesday meet Town Hall another announcement next Wednesday night of getting ID prospects be here on next week. So I think what he said, um so oh yeah, Corey Hayes of BodySlim.net, and they really was to bring over a contract with WWE to start with NXT. It was a low level contract and not a main roster level. A part of his contract has a results he agreed to his current deal with AEW with the last week. So I don't know. So in my opinion, this is one of WWE's biggest problems. WWE has biggest problems. They don't totally just follow you or understand just coaching talent from all public companies. So they should they come off cheap about it instead of investing in what they already have. They spent 2 months' time watching this competition. I really think so. This is what makes sense. Not anyone wants to start in NXT. Is pay this level. The difference is strong, but WWE way is get and coming in NXT and then move you up with a year or two. So it hasn't in all day Freddy is in all time fumble all time. So that's all I was thinking. So um let me see more contracts will be up into next year for 2027. So MCF's contract will be up until 2027 for MCF. So for 2027 until so MCF is his current contract is a multi-year deal, and it worth with all honestly $50 million, making him one of the highest paid to pro wrestlers in the world. Martin Singer Freeman MCF to confirm that a larger report suggests he was earning $50 million per year. The total value of his current contract so far is just that figure all is for Tom, which to he is not disclosed the exact amount about money. Ivy was able from Jesse Isales, so considered the deal could be around $50 million or 4 years. It was advancing to $50 million, losing to MCF, emphasized. Knowing that he is owing a top guy money to contribute to what he could comment in WWE, reflecting his status as a guest of talent. I think for him, so I think about his ace. So let me see. So I just looking up that Martha Taker Freeman was 29 years old. So this was an old photos of WWE for MCF 30 years. So it's been a very long time for him. He was part of AEW for a couple of years since then. I just in the past. So let me see some of the news for this week. Let me see. So we haven't heard anything else from the WWE side. So let me see. I think be it for this week. So hopefully it might so let's go to just full roster quick update on WWE 2K26. I've been updating just a couple of weeks. So let me see here. A quick update here. So let me see a quick one. Let me look it up quick here. So there's more announced from next week. Snaps. So we have Carter Fossil will face against Speedball Mike Bailey next week. So do you think they really made set a white decision so is it AEW or WWE? I think WWE sources told to indicate that they fully was to bring over and just couldn't dare to begin in NXT and not as a main roster they wanted bother to on to bring this awful. Wesley has a whistle that finally ended up picking to AEW. That's going with Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors. So I don't know what's going on with Jay Finley. So let me see a couple more here. Almost more to announce on Wallace Human, also known as Adam Sentinel, has announced that the second season of the series of Imaging Ultimate Menu will premiere on is only until summer 2026. Will be on the USA Network. The Bonds unit started that supposedly was on the highest rated cable, so it starts about 10 o'clock p.m. hour during the previews and ads. It starts about 10 p.m. hour during the previews of the year. So that's also hard. I think what Barcelona is gonna do next for season 2. So I was thinking about, I think, so let me see. Here's Logan Paul. I watched this video, this YouTube video of the manga star Logan Paul. His brother Jake Paul, his brother he was a follower of USC, and between Logan Paul and Jake Paul, the girl has it on YouTube. So here's a new show of Science Cena has a new show. And you haven't seen it. It was a new show about him. He was doing some his interviews with Logan Paul, Sonny Rowe. I think his new show has been talking about cars and stuff. So it's called Drive Through. So his new channel of new show is called Drive Through. And so it's been doing his interviews with Sonny Rowe, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and including more WWE superstars. I think. So it might be on Roku channel on where it calls just say his drive through. This is our new show. Doing his interviews with our WWE superstars. And with the country music artist Sonny Rowe is on it too. And you haven't seen it. So I think so. Let me show you guys a quick minute here. So I think I met one guy I just to remember about something I think or just in the past. Robert Stone says he found out he wasn't new to him NXT against the Menzel during the announcement on TV. I knew that it was no longer going to be 6 a.m. anymore. And doing that could be a lottery. So yes, it could change everything for me with it has this past months. I'm sitting here there on the edge of my seat like a kid and it can you still, but just a personal wrestling. I can't get excited about something before it happens because anything could happen soon. So I think so. Mr. Robert Stone has been knocking it out his 4-time CM. I'm glad he was it. I would remain CM Mental. He's really great. His was keys in Sega 5 too. So let me see. So expecting to report to BuySlam.net, WWE is currently using Wars keys and dark masses to help him get what they criticize as curative decisions. WWE and Wars keys have also reported frame funds that are spending to begin really soon, with SmackDown being the likely landing spot for Wars keys. I see a WWE masked man on Logan Paul's podcast. That was interesting to see. So I'd say it's Seth Rollins is the one. So let's just wrap this up here tonight. So let me see. Wrap this up here. Set the polls. So let's get a quick live polls right now. So give me 1 minute here. Okay, so we have 100% largest story tonight on Dynamite. 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So it's my X poll on Twitter poll. So we have 2% largest story tonight. 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So I will be back here live on sometime this week. So, and don't forget to information. So have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you guys when I go live on this coming on Friday. It's so much more. So they get Mosquito, Spotify, Acapulco, Spotify Radio, and podcast anything is so much more. So when I go live on this coming Friday on Friday Night SmackDown, this coming Friday, and we have next PPV coming on this coming Saturday. So let me see. So I'm gonna see you guys on Friday for SmackDown March 6th, and we will see you guys on Saturday, March 7th from NXT Wednesday. And that's it for this week. So, hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Have a great night. I think it is time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.